South Sulawesi, where you are actually leading implementation of some of these commitments that are taking place at the global level and innovating at the local level as well. So maybe if you could tell us a little bit about how you are really realizing justice at the local level, and how maybe that could also be included in the review process as some concrete examples of partnership and realizing commitments. Yes, please.
Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
I will explain again myself. My name is Andi Seto. I'm a mayor in a city called Sinjai in Southeast Asia, Southeast Sulawesi in Indonesia. It is a small city, but the population is around 160,000 people. The poor people in there is around 20,000 people in there, and that is why actually I just elected as a mayor 1 year ago. Actually, SDGs 16 goals actually same with my vision when I was became a candidate to be a mayor. So when I was a candidate, I already mentioned that when I was elected as a mayor, I will make a program called free legal aid for the poor people, because like we know, mostly the people who cannot get access for the justice is for the poor people. And the reason why the poor people cannot get access for that is like we know, especially in Sinjai, most the poor people don't have education. Don't have the education, it means they don't know how to access the justice of the law, or they don't know what is their right or what is their duty. That's one of the reasons why the poor people cannot access to the justice. The other reason, yes, because they are poor, they don't have money, especially if they like fight against the richer people or people who have more power than them. So they cannot access the justice or the law in Sinjai. Therefore, after I was a mayor elected last year, I and our government try to make a new program which we think actually is already stipulated in the 10 years ago, but haven't performed by the government in Sinjai. Actually, our since 2017, government Sinjai Regency has issued a region regulation regarding the provision of legal aid for the poor. However, until 2018, they don't have region regulation which stipulated concerning about the procedure for submitting requests and reporting on the legal aid for fund. That's why when I was mayor last year, we make the regulation. The number is number 9 2018, and we put there that people who can get access for the free legal aid is the people categorized as a poor people, which get such as a statement from the head of the village, because in Indonesia, in Sinjai, the statement for the you can acknowledge as a poor people if you get a statement from the head of the village. So that is one of the what you can get if you are want to get the free legal aid. Another one is you must prove that you are a citizen of the Sinjai by providing the identity. Since we made that regulation and performed last year, this year actually, the money came from the income of Sinjai. The money comes from income of the Sinjai government. Because in every year we must put some like how much money we can put for the program. For this year, we put the money for the program is around $20,000. That based on our experience in the last year, 2018, poor people who came to the government is around 16 people, which asked for the legal aid. That's why we put, and right now with the money that we put for the program, we already hire like 5 private lawyer and 1 organization for legal aid, which is actually not based from Sinjai but based from Makassar. there is some problem in Indonesia. We cannot, local government cannot cooperate directly to the organization if the organization, legal aid organization, does not acknowledge or register by the Minister of Law and Human Rights. That is some problem, but we can manage that by using the organization which has a place in Makassar but registered in Minister. Until now, from the January until now, we have around 16 cases already. People come to government to ask for the legal aid free program for the poor people. 10 of them is a criminal case and 6 of them is a civil law case. Most of the case is violence in the family, and for the civil case is about the dispute about the land. And we know what we are doing is new things, especially for our city, but we still hope that we can improve this. We don't know how the outcome this year, but as a mayor, and we want, like we all want here, that we all want the justice can get by all the people, especially for the poor people. That's why we're hoping that in next year we can improve this and we can involve more organizations, especially in Indonesia. Even maybe we can invite organizations from overseas to come to help us to seek a better policy for our city. That's all.
Thank you so much, Pak Andi. That was great.